What's up guys, I'm Matthew and welcome back to another Up to Summit video. Today we're starting just from Great Ayton and we're going on a wild camp. First of all we need to get up Roseberry Topping, which is that interesting looking hill up there. And then we're heading to Captain Cook's Monument where we're going to find a nice spot to camp. It's about 3 o'clock so we haven't got too much time before it gets dark. So let's get a move on. So the climbing has finally begun. We've got about 1,000 feet to climb and I've done this walk once, probably about 2 or 3 years ago, and if I remember it was pretty steep, so it's going to be tiring with this much weight on my back, but we'll manage, we'll power through. So let's get going. I'll tell you what, all them steps have absolutely knackered me, but we're against the time and we want to get up and try get a sunset when we get up to the monument, so let's get moving. There you go, I reckon we're nearly halfway up already. It's not a huge climb in terms of distance, but it's just pretty steep. You can see just behind the trees, the top isn't too far away now. And we've definitely got the weather. It was chucking it down with rain this morning. And it did say it were going to be sunny spells, but I were a bit concerned. But it's come out nice, so with a bit of luck, we'll have a nice sunset. Here we go, working our way up. Not far now. There you go, in the distance you've got our first view of the sea. Woo! There you go, made it to the top. There in the very distance, Captain Cook's Monument, that's where we're camping, so we have got a bit of a trek, so we'll sit around here for a tiny bit more and then we best get heading over there because it's at least over a mile. It's well in the distance. Oh, it's so windy. I'll tell you what, when I was sat on the edge of here, it is so scary. It's quite windy as well, which definitely makes it a bit scary, but like, you can never really tell properly on camera how far down something is, but it's over 100 foot, I'd say. Look at him being stupid. I say look at him being stupid and I were doing it a minute ago. I know some people it just wouldn't scare them at all. Some people just aren't scared by heights, but me, someone who's scared of heights, it is quite the drop. Impressive though. Say it's only a small hill. It's like you get this, just this nice view looking over to the North York Moors. Really good little hill. So the rain has just started to come down. It is very windy and we've got such a long way to go. I don't think we'll be arriving until it gets dark, I honestly don't. But I'm having a good time at the moment. Come back in an hour and see how good a time I'm having.
Yeah, don't slip now.
Yeah, alright. It is very slippy down here. I've got poles, mate. I put on my raincoat because it started to rain a tiny bit, and at one point it did start to get fairly bad, but it stops now and I'm pretty warm. And we've got this hill to go up, final hill of the day. I think. There might be another little one, but this will be the final main hill of the day. So let's get it ticked off the list. Absolutely lovely now. Looks great looking back up to Roseberry Topping, especially with the sun kind of shining a little bit. There's the shadow of Roseberry Topping, but the end is in sight. Still a bit of a way to go, so we are going to put in some pace here and see if we make it before dark. So as you can see, there's starting to be a bit of orangeness forming the cloud, and if you look up you can see the moon, and it is so bright. I don't know why it's that bright, but that is definitely the sign that it's starting to become night time. Look at that. The sun's come out from beneath the clouds, and that is just amazing. Look at the orange colour that it's created over all the moors. But the good news is we're not far off the monument now, so we should get up there while it's still a bit light. Exposed when you stood here. We made it just in the nick of time. We've not got much of a sunset unfortunately, but still nice, just very windy. So I've got a screenshot from a YouTube video, and now we're going to try find where they're camped. It's near some trees and it's looking at the monument, so it's probably either over there or just over this other side. But we really put in some pace there. That was tiring, especially that last bit. We steamed up that. Roseberry's all the way distance, we walked all the way along and around. Jesus. I'm ready to relax now, get tents up and have a nice drink. But we need to find this camping spot, so let's get searching before it gets dark. So we've searched about, we've just honestly been trekking, went all the way to the other side, found another spot, but we're a bit lumpy on a bit of a hill. Then we found this spot which I saw in a YouTube video. It's a bit sheltered here, it's definitely not as windy as it was on the top. When I come over here it's a bit more windy. There is like a little fire pit. We're going to try not to make a fire, obviously we don't want to cause any damage, any more damage than what's already been caused, but if it did get really cold maybe we'd get a small, safe, controlled fire going. But I think this is a lovely spot. Probably can't see too well. If I remember, I'll show you in the morning. But yeah, this is going to camp for the night. I don't know where Adam's going. He's just opened his pack of donuts and just walked off. There's the monument just in the distance up there. Really cool camping spot is this, to be honest. Now let's try and get the tents up. Adam has got his own tent. First time trying it out. It's the OEX Hyena. It's a tunnel tent, so it sits a bit higher than mine, but he's only ever put it up once in the woods, and even that didn't go too well. So we could be trying to get it up late into the night. So the sun's just going down. It's pretty windy here, but putting up the tent process begins. It's 6:05 at the moment. If we get up by 7, especially Adam, I think I'll get mine up in 20 minutes maximum, but
I'll be an hour.
yeah, I said if we get up by 7, I think that's not too bad. So I'm going to get mine up, then I'm going to give him a hand if he needs it. If he needs it, he might be able to do it by himself. I think I'll wait till we've got tents up and then I'll crack open a drink. I've even brought WKD, which if anyone knows me knows that I literally drink Malibu Disaronno, but I thought me and Adam will have 2 of these each. Just a bit of a longer drink, just something a bit different. Whether I'll like it that much, I'm not sure, but it'd be nice to have something to sip on instead of like just downing like rum or a spirit. So let's get the tent up and then I can enjoy that. There we go. Let's have a look. 6:33, 30 minutes, just under. It's up. Whoa, I'm falling over. I think it's up quite nicely. Obviously I've undone this so it's flapping about, but it looks pretty nice and cozy. It looks nice and nicely upright for once. And I just tie these bits onto here so it's not sagging so much. But then it's going to be all good. Adam's not too far off either, I don't think. I would have been a bit quicker, but I was going to pitch it that way, but then the wind was kind of blowing from that way, and I thought it'll be better facing this way. It's a bit close to this fire pit than I'd have liked, but what can you do? Here's Adam over here. He's got his poles in. How's it going?
Just need you to hold that bit there, and then I'm done.
Oh yeah, are you?
Yeah.
You done?
Yeah.
Have you even got a peg in?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to give him a hand. I'll come back when he's done. So there you go, Adam is all up. Not too bad for his first attempt really. It took a bit of time and I had to give him a tiny bit of help, but honestly better than I thought. So here it is inside. His tent is quite a bit bigger than mine. Definitely has a higher roof, so when it gets later on we'll definitely be chilling in his, because we can probably sit upright, or I definitely can. Maybe not him because he's so tall, but that's why we're chilling tonight. My tent's just over here, so we're not far from each other, literally. Right next to each other. 6:45, I said if we got done by 7, that'd be good. So we'll get all our sleep set up ready, and then we'll have our first drink open for 7, which is probably the latest I've ever started drinking, but let's get on with it. Here we go, inside my tent now. Got it all up. Sleeping bag's just puffing itself up. That should be keeping me nice and toasty tonight. Look at the size of some of these feathers that come out of it though. Just as long as it doesn't lose too many, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. But that's how I'm looking. I'm kind of just like sat on the edge of my tent. My bag's like having an extra person in my tent. But yeah, should be a pretty cozy night. I'm just going to go around to Adam's place, see how he's looking, and we'll crack open a drink, maybe have some food in a bit. So there we go, this is Adam's tent. Give you a little tour around, and then we're both going to have a drink. There's a Sainsbury's voucher here. There we go, looking pretty cozy in there. Alright, so I'm being blinded a bit by Adam, but here we go. It sounds fizzy. Oh no. It's definitely very fizzy, and I'm not a fan of fizzy stuff, but have I done that? Have I opened that can right or not? I don't know how you do it.
Pop that back.
Pop it back?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not good. Is that going to stink? It was only last year when I went to the Isle of Arran that I had a sip out of a can for the first time ever, because I don't drink anything out of a can. So here we go. Cheers.
Yeah, hold on, let me get mine.
Cheers. Alright, one-handed, no problem, mate.
Cheers.
Wait, I need a bit of a noise. Cheers, it wasn't great, but here we go. Bit fizzy for my liking, but not too bad, not too bad. It's my tongue, it's like, oh, it's like a full like sensory overload. It's not too bad though.
They're not like Malibu.
Malibu's not fizzy. That actually sends me like crazy, does fizziness. I'm not, my tongue's like, tingles my tongue. Does it tingle your tongue?
I'm used to it.
Oh no, it's like tingling, it's like, ooh, it's like so like unnatural. It doesn't happen ever. Right, I'm gonna enjoy this, slowly sip it, and then I'll get some food on in a bit. So it's 9:48, and we're only just getting our food on. Literally, we weren't too hungry, we've been having a good old chat. You know, you get out in the middle of nowhere, you used to have a good old chat, and put the world to rights, as they say, and it's just nice. So we're getting a bit chilly though. We thought best get some warm food down us. So I'm boiling the water, but this is on full power, and usually it's like a proper jet. But because there's not much left in this gas, it's not really performing. So I'm going to run this gas out, and then I'll get moved on to next. I've got a big one coming up next, so that'll do us easily for the night. Won't even use half it. Get this water boiled, get the pasta on. We've got some minced meat, some pasta sauce, some wraps. Should be quite nice. We'll just sit here and enjoy the rest of the night. The pasta honestly tasted quite smoky. I think we've burnt it. Right, this is either going to be a good angle or the worst angle you've ever seen, because I'm holding the gut. Yeah, put as much pasta in as you need. How did you do this angle? I think I've got a different angle going on here. Oh, I can feel it slapping my legs. It smells quite nice though, to be honest.
Where?
It's in my neck.
Oh my god, all the pasta's just falling out.
I love that for you. I love that for you, dude.
You're gonna have to pour the pasta in me.
In you? In you?
Like for me.
This is gonna be the worst video I've ever seen. Oh my god.
Where is the...
Oh, I've got meat all over me. There's a bit of meat on the floor. I'm gonna try some. Oh no, there's grass. I'm definitely not gonna try some. There's loads of grass in it. Oh no, it's ripping. Oh no. How did you... I don't know if I'm gonna be able to manage this by myself. That's doing the trick though, too. What, do you need more?
Yeah. Oh, fell out.
Right, is that... I don't know if the pan... You might need to hold the pan. Put the pan on the floor, maybe. I'm not sure how well that was videoed, but here we go. Here's my wrap. Here's... Adam just dropped his down his leg. I got all the meat juice down my leg. There's meat juice all over the screen on my camera. Look at that. Right, let me... I just want to get my phone out to see what time we're on. Right, it's 10 to 11. I'm gonna try to get this wrapped up. Here we go. I've got the camera facing the wrong way. There we go. I've got mine. Adam's like cupping his to get in. Honestly, I'm putting the camera between my legs, but I'm gonna sacrifice my pants getting meat juice all over them. But I'll do it for the fans. Honestly, it's kind of nice. Now I've hit that tomato. I'm gonna put the camera away and finish this because I'm making such a mess. Look at me. Oh my! Look at my pants. Look at my... It looks like I pissed myself. Oh my god! What an absolute... Oh my god! What an absolute mess. Look at my pants. Looks like I've fully just weed myself. Right, I'm gonna finish this off and try not to make it too much more of a mess, if that's even possible. Right, so we finished our drink off. Me and Adam just sat in his tent, chilled for a bit. It's probably like 1:15 at the moment. It's pretty windy if you can't already tell. It's probably like 20-mile-an-hour wind up here, but we're in a bit of a sheltered spot and our tents are pitched correctly for once, so it's not too bad. I'm probably just gonna sit, chill for the rest of the night, maybe for like half an hour, watch a bit of YouTube, have some chocolate, and get my sleeping bag and get to sleep. And I'm probably going to wake up to a cloudy day. Might as well have a sleep in. So I'll see you all in the morning, and then I can actually show you what our tents look like in daylight so you can see our actual pitch spot. So I'll see you all soon. Good night. So there you go, that is me awake. I had a not bad sleep, to be fair, but I think it's about 8:45 or something now, so I should probably get up. It definitely rained quite a lot in the night. I can see a bit of water on the outside, so let's open up the door and see what the weather's looking like outside. Here we go, the moment of truth. Oh yeah, it's definitely wet. Here's the tent. It's just a pretty cloudy day, but hopefully it's not going to rain much more. So I'll let the tent air off a little bit, wipe it down, have some breakfast, then we'll get going. Wakey wakey, rise and shine. Are you awake?
No.
Are you awake?
No.
It's like 9 o'clock.
Is it?
Yeah. Can't sleep in all day, mate. Breakfast time. I'm excited for this. So I've just got literally the same as what we had yesterday, minus the pack. Oh my god, a big twig in it as well. Oh, look at that. Meaty. Quite juicy. It's going to be a meat juice situation all over again. Right, there's so much juice though. Maybe if I just try to get the juice out of it. Right, the juice will probably taste nice anyway, won't it? Oh, I can just see a mess happening here. Breakfast, nice and easy to cook is this meat. It's dribbling out everywhere, so I'm going to try not to make too much of a mess. Oh my god, what a mess it's making. That was good. That's a lovely breakfast. So I'm going to enjoy this, get all our mess cleaned up, get the tents down, and get going. Adam was just eating his breakfast and then he turns around and his tent's fallen down. Luckily it didn't happen to him in the night and it's happened just now. Must have knocked something when they were getting out. But this is our camp spot where we camped because I didn't really show it yesterday because it was too dark. Probably couldn't see anything. This were a bit in my way, to be honest, because we didn't even have a fire and it was just getting a bit in the way. There's the monument up there that we were at. Adam's tent that's fallen down. Our rubbish that we're going to clean up in a minute. And if you come around here, you just have a view over to Roseberry Topping just in the distance, which we did yesterday. And then we're going to somehow maybe head off down that way and come back into Great Ayton. But yeah, really nice camp spot to be honest. Probably in terms of views, it's still a nice view, but it's not one of the nicest views I've had compared to like the Lake District. But actual camping spot, it's actually like up there with one of the nicest camping spots. It's just nice, you've got a good bit of flat ground. Just overall, just a really nice camping spot to be honest. Also, I'm pretty sure I forgot to mention, but this is my first time using this new bag. It's the Osprey Kestrel 68. Picked it up for, I think it was 165 quid. Had a bit of a discount on it. So far, it's been really good to be honest. It's definitely got a bit more room in than my other bag and it feels a lot more sturdy. That's why Adam's been using my other bag. And I've probably got more stuff in it than usual because obviously Adam's brought his own tent and I'm carrying quite a lot of stuff because he's got such a big sleeping bag. So I'm carrying all the pans, which I don't usually carry all of them, all the gas and a few other bits. So yeah, so far so good, but I'll keep you updated with how I get on with it. But now it's time to try and navigate our way down over that way somewhere. Yeah, so we've cleaned up everything. Now it's time to head down. Let's go. I'll tell you what, I'm glad I'm coming down that hill and not going up that, because that is steep. Hello? Hello? So we're nearly at the end of the walk now, just walking back into Great Ayton. And I'll tell you something, it's been a great one. Why are they all hugging each other so closely? It's kind of cute to be honest. It's all so funny.